Guys. Hello and welcome to yet another edition of FootBoleh 333 podcast. This is your host Da, and we are here to talk about all the latest happenings in football. I've got Heikel with me, and I've got Tiru with me once again. Okay, and if you had commented last week, we are going to look at the comments, as well as today we are going to talk about if Sir Alex Ferguson is in charge of the current Manchester United squad, would he have achieved more than Mourinho? Alright, so that's our first topic at hand. Also, second topic, we have the we're going to talk about the Klassiker, which is the Borussia Dortmund against Bayern Munich rivalry in Germany. And so for that, we have a special future legend versus legend versus legend 3. Yes, you heard it right, 3. So we have a special one tonight, I mean later on. And with club football resuming, we will have our predictions back again. So that means the international break is finally over. Right, we are so glad to finally welcome the club football back again. You can see the gleaming smiles on these guys' faces.
But it was very newsworthy past few days in terms of international football.
Yes,
in my opinion.
much. Very good news. Okay, let's talk about the international break for a while first. So, first of all, Tiru and someone who was sitting here last week was Jayesh. He actually said that the both of them actually said that Argentina was the team to watch for the World Cup, for the coming World Cup. But they got hammered 6-1. They got a mauling from Spain. So, your thoughts, Tiru?
I'm still going to go and stick with Argentina because Messi was not playing. Yeah, and also because it's a friendly.
Yeah.
Spain came out all guns blazing.
Yeah.
That was Argentina. I think, they kind of lost their way after the few goals went in. And I am going to stick with Argentina still.
Okay.
For the World Cup.
Okay. So still Argentina.
Whether
Heikel,
6-1 or no.
you didn't get to give your view last week, so let's just go with a team to watch. Who would you say for the World Cup?
Definitely not Argentina. Although I do back Argentina for every single World Cup and Copa America, but not Argentina. My reason is, if you look at the previous past winners, alright, this might be a bit long.
Yeah.
2014, Germany won it. They had a back behind. They had Boateng, they had Hummels, they had Neuer. 2010, Spain won it. They had PK, they had Puyol, they had Casillas. All in their prime. 2010,
yes.
2009, 2011, Barcelona went to the Champions League. 2014, 2013, Bayern Munich went to the Champions League and won it. So 2010, 2006, Italy won it. You got Buffon, Cannavaro, and Materazzi. 2011, 2010, I think.
Yeah,
was the one Inter Milan won.
Yeah.
Yeah, a few years after that, so Materazzi was about to come up from there. 2006 though, was sandwiched between 2005 and 7 where AC Milan won it, and Italy was the defending, was very good at defense at that time. 2002, you had Brazil winning it with Lucio, although he was with Roque Jr., but he had Gilberto Silva in front of him. 2002, 2 more years, and then he became an invincible. Lucio at the time was playing for Bayer Leverkusen, if I'm not wrong.
He went on to Bayern.
Went on for the Champions League. 98 was just France. Who was it? Blanc, Desailly, and Matthaus. So the recurring theme here, from what I'm trying to say, is if you have a good defense, and your defense is right now at your peak, you will probably win the World Cup.
Okay.
Attack wins you matches, defense wins you title. Who I can't give an answer right now, and I might give my answer in a future edition where we'll come back to this topic.
Nice.
Fair enough. A lot of data.
All right. Yeah. So basically, what he said was that
This is exactly what JS and myself, we were talking about Argentina. We are backing Argentina, but at the same time, Argentina does not have a good central defense partnership. They're not tall enough when it comes against Europeans, as well as the goalkeeper. Romero is first choice, but his second choice is United itself.
Yeah.
So, the amount of game time you get, the amount of time they have to gel together is short.
but to me it's not world class. You like all those I mentioned previously, they were all world class. Otamendi still about there. Rojo, I don't think so. Romero, no, for me. Sorry,
I understand that.
Okay, lots of insightful thoughts on that. Tiru is still sticking with Argentina.
All because of Messi.
Yeah,
fair enough.
I'm actually wondering what Jayesh is thinking at home. He was probably banging his head against the wall because Argentina lost. But yeah, okay. Moving on, we are back to club football this week. Lots of good matches to watch out for. Juve AC Milan. There's a London derby at in the EPL. So yeah, Battle of the Bridge. Yes. So before we move on to that, let's talk about the topic at hand today. If Sir Alex Ferguson is in charge of the Manchester United current squad, would he have achieved more than Mourinho has achieved so far? So just looking at accolades from last year, Mourinho's first year, he actually won the Europa League, and he won the League Cup, yeah, and the Community Shield. So so these were the 3 titles that he won. Okay, so your thoughts on this, Tiru?
As a United fan,
and I'm not a Mourinho fan, I still feel that Ferguson would be performing much better with the current squad. And why I'm saying this is because you have to see the way that some of the squad players are treated, in the sense of Ander Herrera and Daley Blind, right? These guys are utility players, They can cover a few positions, especially Daley Blind. With Ferguson in charge, he gave a lot of importance to these utility players. You can say something similar about Park Ji-sung, the same about John O'Shea, and furthermore. So these guys are mainstays in the team who can come in to perform at different positions when needed, when required. Park Ji-sung always plays against Arsenal, as you know. So this guy makes the tactics is based on man management more than tactics itself. It's man management, right? So what I see now, Mourinho, he's mishandling Pogba, Herrera, and a few other players in the team, right? So I feel that Ferguson would definitely achieve more with the team, and they'll be much more attacking minded. They would go to kill games instead of sitting back at Sevilla. They would have attacked Sevilla.
Agree. So you're trying to say that they would have definitely stayed in the Champions League?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. What about the rest of? So they would have won. So basically, they would have go and win games. Do you think that they could have challenged Man City if Manchester United was?
I would say they would not be challenging Man City right head on.
Okay.
Because of the Man City squad at this moment.
Okay.
A lot of players in the prime and Guardiola's tactics and way of playing football. I would say they would be somewhere very close, as you see in the Champions League final, United versus Barcelona. They lost. United were very close to Barcelona.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's what will happen. And I believe that Ferguson's signings would be different as well. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
This is what I totally agree on.
True. Okay, I'm going to touch on one point which I need your inputs on. Mike Tyson.
What does Mike Tyson?
We all know Mike Tyson, right? We all know Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Okay, Mike Tyson was a boxer who was very, very negative. He had a very, very negative publicity.
Okay.
And the reason why he had this was because he had a PR agent who actually told him to go and do everything negative. So for example, there was this incident where at a restaurant, he actually smacked the butt of a waitress. And he pinched the butt as well. So he made it very negative, you see, and his value grew from there. Okay. Likewise, you see right now in UFC, you see Conor McGregor. Okay, he does everything that he trash talks. He trash talks so much. Okay, and his value grows. Right? He's worth so much right now. The reason why I'm saying this, okay, I think you know where I'm leading, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm leading up to Jose Mourinho. Okay, he is someone who uses every kind of negative publicity he gets. Okay, he trash talks his opponents. Wenger had it coming. Rafa Benitez had it coming. Right now it's with Conte. All right, so he trash talks everyone. Eric Cantona said something about him yesterday. He said that he's not a fan of Mourinho. So I foresee something I foresee Mourinho saying something about Eric Cantona as well soon. But so what I'm trying to say is that Mourinho uses the negative publicity he has to grow his value. Whether or not his football, his tactic wins titles, whether or not it progresses his team, he uses the negativity to bring himself up. What do you think about that?
But it's all football heritage, isn't it? By the way, when you say Mike Tyson, I thought you were about to say Mike Tyson become the next manager or something like that.
Well, if he was, I think none of the menu players would want to mess around with him.
Okay, Mourinho's negative demeanor, you could say. To him, it's mind games, but right now I think it's more of he's lost it, like the football heritage trend. It's not working. I mean, did he went out against Klopp?
No. I think
Conte,
I think Mourinho, even with Guardiola and Klopp, the three of them, the Trinity, Holy Trinity, they three have a sort of respectful. Although Klopp does give his jibes about Manchester United, likewise, for the Man City versus Liverpool, when the draw was revealed, he actually said that it's a draw that many Manchester United fans wanted to see, right? Yeah. So he does give his jibes to Manu, but he doesn't give it to Mourinho directly. So I think the three of them have a respectful relationship.
I sort of beg to differ on that, because when he was in Spain, Real Madrid, Barcelona,
I know what you mean.
It's been happening, and we sort of found out when he first came to Chelsea, where it was just him, Sir Alex Ferguson and Arsene Wenger. And then he continued to Inter Milan and he's causing trouble against AC Milan. Then he went to Real Madrid and against Barcelona. And he came back to Chelsea, and the first thing he went for was Arsene Wenger. And then right now it's like against the media. He has to. I think it's time for him to stop doing that, because it's getting old, and his hair just tells you that it's not a good sign of going against the media right now. Just focus on football and stop trying to deflect. What he's doing is just deflecting away from his problems on pitch and his problems, I think, there is in the dressing room. I don't think he should still be doing it anymore.
For me, because when you talk about Mike Tyson and the bad boy image, that's an individual sport you're looking at.
True.
Unfortunately, this is a team sport, and you're manager of Manchester United. You should not be getting this kind of negative publicity coming at you, unless you're defending a player, which Ferguson has done previously.
What he's doing now is he's against the fans because of his defensive tactics. He's against the players because they're not playing. He's not playing them in the correct position. Now he's against the media and other managers because he's just hard to deal with.
Yes.
And I also have this feeling that he's not going after Klopp and Guardiola for some particular reason, which is, number one, he knows Guardiola from the time he was the assistant coach at Barcelona with
Louis van Gaal.
Louis van Gaal and the guy previously, Sir Bobby Robson. Right? So that's one thing, and he knows that putting his mouth in at Liverpool fans and Man City fans, and at the end of the day, when the result is bad, it's going to reflect bad on him. He's going to make a mockery of himself. So I think he's on a defensive stance against these two fellas. Right.
Maybe that adds on to why he speaks so much about Conte, because Conte is actually doing badly at Chelsea right now. So maybe he knows that he has the upper hand, and So
maybe he's finding a way back to Chelsea after this, for his third stint, because Conte is deadwood walking at Chelsea. So I'll find another way back for the third stint, right?
All right. So okay. So one last thing we need to drive across. Yes or no question. Back to the question again. Would Sir Alex Ferguson have achieved more? Yes or no?
In terms of the league, I don't think he would have lost against Brighton and Watford and those sorts. But if you ask me for long term, I don't think he still has it anymore. I'm sorry, Sir Alex Ferguson. I don't think let's see the top 6, alright? Let's forget about Arsene Wenger. Pochettino, I'll skip it for a while. You got Klopp, you got Guardiola, you got Conte, you got Mourinho. 4 managers that's won the league recently. Guardiola being at Bayern Munich, Klopp at Dortmund, Conte at Juventus, and Mourinho at Chelsea. You have these 4 managers. Let's take out Mourinho now. You got 3 managers who know what's needed to be done to win the league.
Yep.
Up and coming, young. I don't think he could hang with the likes of them. You look at Champions League results ever since they lost against Barcelona. At one time, they went to the Europa League and then they lost to Bilbao. I don't think he has what it takes to hang with the big boys. But I do think the Sevilla tie, if he was in charge, they would have won. I look again, like you said, the signings. Some of the signings are not
Ideal?
no
Manchester United material?
Ferguson material.
Okay.
I don't think so. Valencia will play right back and Young play left back. I don't think so. He would have done that.
Yep.
I think he'll get a proper right back and left back, and he would address the centre back. Bayu might have been in signing. Herrera might have been in signing. I don't think so. Pogba would have been in signing. I don't think Zlatan Ibrahimovic would have been in signing. So is Lukaku. Sanchez. I don't think it's his signing.
Yeah.
It's more of Mourinho. So I think with this current squad, it's more towards man management. I agree. I think he wouldn't have lost those against clubs that normally they wouldn't lose. But I don't think they would go far.
Yeah. Okay. So no for you. No for you?
Better. Ferguson will be better.
Ferguson will be better. Yeah. So we have a no and we have a yes. All right. So that's.
We're still friends, right?
Okay. So we have come to the conclusion of whether Sir Alex Ferguson would have achieved more. Moving on to the next topic we have at hand is the Klassiker, which is the Dortmund versus Bayern Munich match this week. And if you're wondering what I'm doing on my phone, I'm just looking at the Facebook feed and the Instagram feed to see whether there are any comments, and there have been. And we will address the comments later. But before we move on to the comments, we are going to move on to the Klassiker first. Okay, so this week we have Borussia Dortmund against Bayern Munich. And that's the topic of our future legend versus legend versus legend. Yeah. I don't know how else to say that. But yeah, so that's about it. It's a triple threat, yes. Okay, so we have, for the future legend, we have Tolisso. Christian Tolisso. Corentin Tolisso. And then we have Arturo Vidal.
Sorry, I'm still laughing because we always had one-on-one.
Yes,
then now we have triple threats. I'm pretty sure very soon we'll reach Royal Rumble.
Maybe we shall do a Royal Rumble for the World Cup.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay, so we have Corentin Tolisso against Arturo Vidal, and lastly against Lothar Matthaus. Okay, so 3 players who have so-called play at Bayern Munich at different times. Of course, Arturo Vidal is still playing right now. He is definitely going to go on and become a legend. So he's in there. And the reason why we compare these 3 is because these 3 are the very similar type of midfielder. In a way that Tolisso and Vidal are box to box, whereas Matthaus sometimes he's deployed as a box to box, but mostly he has been deployed as a defensive mid, the water carrier for that midfield.
Towards the end, he was centre back.
Towards the end, he actually became a sweeper to accumulate for his old age. But yeah, so let's not look at accolades. Accolades wise, Matthaus has won so much more. Arturo Vidal is still yet to win a Champions League title with Bayern Munich.
This is Tolisso's first season.
Yeah, this is Tolisso's first season, so we can't compare accolades much. But let's just look more at playing style and what they offer to the team. So, Heikel, let's have you first.
You know what? I was born at 1990. That's the year Matthaus won the World Cup. But I believe Thiru will paint a better picture of how Matthaus is to our younger fans. So I'll give it to you.
So a lot of people from the 90s, born in the 90s or the late 80s, they'll probably know Lothar Matthaus as a sweeper for Bayern Munich.
Okay.
He actually played in the Champions League final that United won in stoppage time.
Yep.
That was actually his last game. His last game for Bayern Munich. Okay, Matthaus is a box-to-box midfielder. The guy who went head-on with Maradona.
Yep.
Okay, and this guy is a complete midfielder. Someone who can defend, someone who can attack. You know, because back then you had two defensive midfielders, two central midfielders. Sorry.
Yes.
Not defensive or attacking. Both of them had carried equal responsibility up and down the pitch.
Yep.
And this guy was the captain, the organizer for Bayern as well as Germany, and he won the World Cup captaining Germany. So he's considered one of the greatest players in German history.
Yes,
There's only a few hand-picked players who have done that. Right? The last one being Philipp Lahm.
There's only a handful of players that you name a position after.
Yes.
Just like Makilele. I think Matthaus is one of them as well.
But interestingly, that 1990 year, he was the first guy. I mean, it started at 1990 FIFA World Cup. FIFA World Player of the Year. He was the first one to win it. Then the next time he won it was 1999. That's the time.
Yeah.
And at the age of 38.
Yes. At the age of 38.
He's the only German that won the FIFA World Player of the Year. No other German has won it.
Yes.
Yep.
They come close, but too close.
Yep.
Okay, and he's a box-to-box midfielder. And at the point of time when AC Milan were Dutch personified, Inter Milan went ahead and signed 3 German players. And Matthaus was one of them, along with Andreas Bremer and Klinsmann. Right. So Matthaus was the driving force for the European Challenge as well as their league title win back in '89. Right, so this guy is the complete box-to-box midfielder. Compared to Vidal, when you have Vidal, I still feel that he's a central midfielder who sits back and supports the attacking midfielder. Right?
Yes.
He's much more of a destroyer, but he comes up for the...
He does have a knack to score goals as well.
Yes, he does have a knack to put in punch in a few goals here and there, long shots and stuff like that. But it's all coming from corners and set pieces and rebounds from set pieces.
Yep.
It's not from a direct build-up play. It's quite rare that he scores from direct build-up plays. And looking at the future legend, Tolisso, he's capable of playing central midfield, central midfield, defensive midfield, as well as right back and left back.
Yep.
So he's much more like a Philipp Lahm, with a much more dynamic avenue to his game.
He's not attacking. He can't play attacking midfield.
He can. That is what I'm so confused why they did not include that position in his FIFA stats.
but they got James Rodriguez.
Rodriguez. And interestingly, James Rodriguez and Tolisso made their debut together for Bayern Munich this season. And looking at Tolisso, I am much reminded of the midfield pairing between Roy Keane and Paul Ince back then at United. You know, Ince was the driving force from the right hand side, and Keane was going everywhere through the central midfield area, defending and being the destroyer, as well as attacking up whenever Ince fell back. So I see Tolisso being that kind of player, able to build up from the back. Okay, and I've watched some videos of him, and I get reminded of Carrick in his prime. Right, he's able to spread passes left and right, and he's both-footed.
He's more about passing.
He can use both his feet.
Yep.
He's not. So
He's good.
He's good. So when he's up on the pitch, when he receives the pass, it's immediately a true pass. He does not haggle on the pass. It's immediately a true pass. And I believe that Bayern Munich signed a player for the many years to come.
Good.
Yep.
Good. Sounds good, but Tolisso. Sounds good, but Tolisso. Your views, Haikal?
Tolisso, actually, I wanted him instead of Granit Xhaka that year.
To Arsenal.
Yeah, because at that time, Santi Cazorla was dealing with a lot of injuries, and we needed a guy who could spread the play. And Tolisso was that guy because he's much more mobile than Granit Xhaka. If you look at, he's one for the future in terms of his age. Arturo Vidal, he was from Leverkusen, then Juventus, then Bayern Munich. When he was at Juventus, he went to the Champions League final, lost it once only, right? If I'm not wrong.
Once.
Now at Bayern Munich, he's one of the first names on the team sheet because they need a guy in front, sits nicely, and then push up when it's needed. It's more of box to box, but more of defensive. Whereas Tolisso to me is more of getting the ball from defensive area to the attack. Matthaus, much more defensive, but he does go up as well. Much more like Vidal, but the aura of him when he's playing with you, I think it speaks more than Vidal or Tolisso. I think you brought up Diego Maradona. The exact quote was, "He's the best rival he's ever faced," and
that's such a honor.
That's
right?
such an honor. Like
from someone who's considered one of the best players, or if not the best player in the world, to many, along with Pelé.
But you don't see Ronaldo or Messi saying such stuff about Vidal. I'm not going to say Tolisso because he's still young, but Vidal, because Barcelona went against Juventus when he was at Juventus, he didn't say anything. I'm pretty sure Ronaldo has met Vidal on matches. Like I say, it's the aura of what he brings. Like if I were to have any of these three in my club right now, with Matthaus in his prime, I'll pick Matthaus because of what he brings.
Okay, so you're going with Tolisso, right?
I like Tolisso, but I have to go with Matthaus.
Same thing.
Alright.
I wanted.
Okay. So that means if you were to rank, you're gonna rank Matthaus first.
Yes.
Tolisso second. Vidal third.
Yes. That's my ranking.
So that's his ranking. Is Vidal gonna be on top of Tolisso for yours, or is it gonna be a pair?
No, same.
Same.
Because of what I wanted Tolisso more than Vidal. Some people wanted Vidal when Sanchez
based on
was
the
there.
records of this season, Tolisso has performed much better than Vidal.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's been the driving force for Bayern in many games.
Maybe it's age.
Yeah.
You could consider age, and signing. They have already signed Goretzka for the next season.
I think that's more to replace Vidal.
Yeah, that's more to replace Vidal. I foresee that.
Yes. Okay. So before we have come to the end of the future legend versus legend for today, the triple threat, and we have concluded that Lothar Matthaus is the one to go with. You can't, like Heike just said, you can't beat him. Okay, but Corentin Tolisso is someone to watch for the future. So look out for this guy. He's definitely going to be someone to watch. Vidal, I think Vidal, correct me if I'm wrong, I think Vidal still has one more move before he makes a retirement move. As in, like Zlatan, you know, where he went to the LA
The question
Galaxy.
is whether he will go to the Premier League, or will he go back to Chile, or
so that's the question.
Maybe China.
Yep. Okay.
Sorry, one more thing, which is unfortunate regarding the Classica. I was so looking forward to Marco Reus playing, and he's injured. And this guy is unfulfilled potential. He's losing out because of injury.
I just hope he's recovered. He recovers for the World Cup. He's such a nice guy, and if he doesn't get to play the World Cup again, then it's really a big loss.
Yeah, it's a big loss.
Okay. Before we move on to the predictions and previews, we are going to talk about some comments that we have. On Facebook and Instagram. Alright, so on Instagram we have a lot of people waving at us and saying hello. So let's wave back and say hello to everyone else.
Hi everyone.
Okay, Instagram is there. So hi. Alright. So we also have Dylan, who actually asked about the trials. So what Dylan is asking about is actually the football trials that we have going on in India. They have not been going on yet because we are still in talks and talking to certain clubs in India. We are looking to partner with them, and then we are trying to see when they are available for trials. So look out for details if you have already registered with us. If you have not registered with us, go ahead and register on the website, or you can send us an email as well. It's all on the Facebook page. The website is FootBoleh.com, of course, and so everything is there. You can go and talk to us over there as well. So that's about the trials. We have someone, I lost who it was, but someone asked who we are and where we are from. So basically,
your Backstreet Boys.
So as you know, we are FootBoleh, and we are from Singapore. So we've got two offices right now, one based in India, one based in Singapore. Alright, the one in Singapore mostly is for media, like this FootBoleh show, and more of screening futsal live, and we're looking to see other avenues. But the Facebook side, the India side, we are looking more into player management because we really think that India is the next big thing when it comes to football. And a lot of people agree with us as well. So we are looking into venturing into India and seeing if we want to help people, footballers who are young and want to turn pro. We want to actually help them make a career out of football. And these people actually come to us for help as well. And we already had one guy who turned pro, Akash. So yes, once again, congrats to him. And we are looking to help more people like him. We want, basically, when we were young, we wanted to be professional footballers as well. But we didn't get this help, we didn't get a chance. So right now, we didn't get the opportunity. So right now, we as FootBoleh have the chance, have the opportunity to try our best to help whoever we can.
Yep.
Alright, so that's what we're trying to do. So this is what FootBoleh is about. And if you're wondering where we are in Singapore. Alright? Exactly where? It's MDIS, Singapore. And alright, we have one last question from Facebook. It's from Arman Khan. Okay, this is more pertaining to the prediction sites as well. So Arman Khan is saying that he's a Monaco fan and he's asking who's going to win the Coupe de la Liga between PSG and Monaco.
Coupe de Ligue.
Yeah, Coupe de Ligue. Sorry.
Okay. Oh, he typed wrongly.
Yeah, it's okay. So yeah, Coupe de Ligue and
the League Cup, right?
PSG. Yeah, it's the League Cup. It's so-called the FA Cup. Yeah. So today's the final between PSG and Monaco. Alright, so he's wondering what's our prediction. Haikal.
PSG. 2-1.
2-1.
Oh, sorry. Where they're playing at?
They are gonna be playing at.
It's not at PSG's.
No, I think it's a neutral stadium.
I think it should be a neutral stadium. Yeah, should be.
It's at Stade de France.
Yeah. Sorry, let me just check for a while. Yeah, it is at Matthaus Atlantic. Wait, where is Matthaus Atlantic? I'm sorry about this.
We have to investigate.
Yes, I need to know where is Matthaus Atlantic. Oh wait, it's quite popular actually. Oh, it's the stadium in Bordeaux. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that for the French fans especially.
So now we know.
Yeah, now we know. So it's the Bordeaux Stadium. Yeah. So it's a neutral ground.
2-1. PSG got nothing to fight for.
Yeah. They go all out.
Yeah, they're out of the Champions League.
Yep.
As a fan, I want Monaco to win. For Falcao.
Yes.
But my prediction would be 3-1 to PSG.
Alright.
It's the same. I mean, we want the underdog,
yes.
but PSG's PSG.
Yeah. So Arman Khan, big shout out to you. Thank you for the question. Yes. So like we said, we always, as football fans, we always want to see the underdog wins.
Yep.
Right. It's always a very, very beautiful story when the underdog actually prevails. But unfortunately, sorry Arman Khan, we are gonna go with PSG, both sides. Okay. Next up, we are gonna discuss the Die Klassiker. Okay. So we got Dortmund against Bayern Munich.
Sorry, when's the match? French.
Sorry, the French one.
Yeah.
It's Tonight.
Alright, it's tonight.
Yeah, it's tonight. So yeah, the French one is tonight. The French Cup. Sorry, let me check. Yes, the French Cup is tonight. If you follow Singapore timing, it's tonight 3 a.m.
Yeah, it's a French League Cup.
Yeah, it's a French League Cup. So okay, we are gonna go with the Klassiker now, which is tonight as well, 1 a.m. because Bayern Munich has a Champions League tie to play.
Big games tonight.
Yeah, lots of big games tonight, tomorrow night as well.
Champions League.
So Bayern Munich's at home at the Allianz Arena. Prediction, Haikal.
Allianz.
As usual, we want to see the underdogs win, you know. So
4-0.
4-0 Bayern Munich, really?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm a Dortmund fan. Okay, I'm going to say Bayern Munich is going to win by at least 2 goals. Two goals at least.
So if there's any Dortmund fans watching,
I'm a Dortmund fan.
yeah, he's a Dortmund fan, but he's going with the realistic theory of Bayern Munich winning. Okay, and then next we have the Juve versus AC Milan match tonight. Tonight as well, a lot of good games going on tonight. Alright, so Juve versus AC Milan. It's at the Allianz Stadium. Juve,
at home.
yeah, Turin. Okay, Juventus at home. AC Milan is on a very, very good streak
They're
right
still
now.
unbeaten?
Yes, they are still unbeaten in the league.
Yeah,
Of course, in all competitions, they lost to Arsenal. But yeah, in the league, they are still unbeaten. They just beat AC Milan as well last week. Last week or the previous
AC
week?
Milan
Yeah, they
beat-
just beat. Sorry, AC Milan beat Inter Milan. Sorry, got confused with the Milans. Yeah, AC Milan beat Inter Milan. So, prediction time. Hero first.
I'm going to go with AC Milan with a win, 2-1. 2-1.
We have to ask you why, I mean, later or some other episode, why Shevchenko. Draw for me.
Draw.
0-0, I think.
Okay, so both going with the AC Milan unbeaten record. I mean, yeah. So, okay.
There'll be a lot of Napoli fans supporting AC Milan as well.
Yes, definitely. I mean, the race is still on. It's not off.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But just Juventus in the driving
Yes.
seat.
Alright, next up we have the Alright, let's just talk about Everton versus Man City first, okay? But I mean, I know that we are gonna say there's no upset at all, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right, yeah. But with the Champions League coming up, what do you think? Is Man City gonna rest some players and suffer the consequences? I mean, they have a healthy squad right now, so they can choose
do
to
have a healthy
rotate.
squad,
They
so-
can choose to rotate as well. So even if they rotate, second squad will still see
Yeah.
them out. Yeah.
I don't see Man City rotating a lot of players, but I feel that what Guardiola has done previously at Bayern and Barcelona as well, I think he'll rotate his wingers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe striker as well with Jesus.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
the striker as well.
Okay. Last match. We are going to talk about Arsenal versus. No, just kidding. Right? We're going to talk about Chelsea versus Tottenham. Battle of the Bridge. So, Chelsea's at home. Who's going to win this? Is it going to be Conte or Pochettino? Just to know what's at stake, the loser might potentially be the one losing out on Champions League football. Alright, if you look at the league table, Tottenham is on 4th place with 61 games and 61 points. 61 games. Tottenham is on 4th place with 61 points and Chelsea is on 5th place with 56 points. So there's a 4-point gap. If Chelsea do win, they actually take it up to, they reduce the gap to 1 point. Alright? Sorry, they reduce the gap to 2 points, a 5-point gap. Reduce the gap to 2 points. Yeah.
Is Harry Kane doubtful or out?
I think it's out.
I think Harry Kane's definitely out.
Definitely
Yeah.
out.
Harry Kane's definitely out, yeah.
I go, if that's the case, I go with Chelsea 1-0.
Chelsea win.
I'm going to go with the Chelsea win or the draw. Okay, I'm just a bit
Okay,
on
so
on the
Chelsea
lines.
win or draw. Chelsea win. So that means no one's saying that Tottenham going to win.
Yeah,
Both are out
I
of the
feel that
Champions League.
Yeah, both are at Champions League as well.
Spurs, I think, does not have the cutting edge when Kane is not playing.
Yeah.
And Llorente is not a capable
Yeah,
replacement.
it's not as good as
Right.
Yeah.
So a lot of the attacking burden will fall on Son.
Son, Dele Alli.
Dele Alli.
When is Son going for NS? National Service?
Soon, right? Next year or something.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's see how
Well,
that works
he's gonna miss out. They are gonna miss out on him so much.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
And I
I'm
think-
just gonna say something as a Liverpool fan. Okay. Liverpool's gonna run away with the Champions League placing. Liverpool, Manchester United, they are gonna run away with the Champions League placing tonight because both Tottenham and Chelsea have points to lose, and they are gonna open up the gap. Liverpool and Manchester United are gonna open up the gap if they win both games, which are both winnable games. All right. We have Liverpool playing Crystal Palace, and we have Man U playing. Wait, where's the game? Alright, sorry, yeah. We have Man U playing Swansea. Alright, so Man U's at home against Swansea, and Liverpool is up at home against. Away against Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park. So yes,
Swansea's
very
Swansea's
winnable
actually
games.
been on a good
on
rise.
a good run, yes,
A
but
good run and a good rise.
yeah, fighting
up
for
the table,
relegation.
fighting for relegation.
They might cause an upset, but this is Old Trafford, and okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, so just to put it out there, Liverpool and Manchester United are going to be running away with the Champions League places. Yeah. So there's only one more spot left,
For tonight,
which
at
is
least,
going to
yeah.
go to the winner of tonight. I mean, it's fair to say. If Chelsea wins, they close up the gap. If Tottenham wins, they run away further.
After this week, it's 7 games left, right?
Yeah. After this week, it's 7 games left. So, yep. Okay.
You missed one match. Sevilla, Barcelona, and then the Champions League.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So let's just talk about Sevilla versus Barcelona. Alright, and then we'll talk about the Champions League as well. Yeah, so Sevilla versus Barcelona. Predictions.
Sevilla, who's they facing again? Bayern.
Sevilla is facing Bayern, yeah. And Barca is facing...
I don't know if you get to go back on your phone. Where's Sevilla around third? Fourth?
Okay. What happened before the international break? Valencia beat Sevilla. So Sevilla, I would say that Sevilla is fairly out of the Champions League race, because they are they were already 4 points away from Valencia before they met, and after Valencia beating, so right now they are about 7 or 6 points away, about there. So they are about 7 or 6 points away. So yes, so they are quite far away from the Champions League spot. However, Sevilla has a Champions League game to play.
Yes.
Barcelona have a Champions League game to play as well, but Barcelona has a better squad. So
and Barcelona against Roma.
Yeah.
No, I think I'll go for a draw somehow.
Is Sevilla at home?
Yeah, Sevilla's at home.
Sevilla's at home, yeah.
Right. 0-0.
0-0?
I think Barcelona might rest.
Gutsy.
Just in case.
Gutsy prediction.
I want to see Barcelona.
Yeah.
I'm
And
going
you
to say
bet?
Messi's going to play because he's rested for the international break. So he's definitely going to play.
Yeah.
Just in time to get him moving for the Champions League place. Champions League game next week, right? So Barcelona.
Yeah. All of Barcelona's international stars did very well during the international break, except for Messi, of course, because he didn't play. Coutinho did well. Paulinho did well. We've got the likes of Thiago Alcantara. Sorry, not
Yeah, Rafinha.
yeah, Rafinha. We've got the likes of Jordi Alba as well. Even Ter Stegen played. Ter Stegen played damn good as well. Right. Yeah. So everyone did well. They are going to be raring to go. Sevilla's players might not have seen much of an action compared to the Barcelona players in the international break. Yeah. Okay. So this might affect them as well. Yeah. So right now we are going to move on to the Champions League. Let's talk about the easy games first. Barcelona versus Roma. Alright, so let's just talk about Barcelona versus Roma first. Your predictions, Zero.
I'm going to go with Barcelona because Roma does not have a very good record in Champions League games.
Barcelona's at home.
Yeah, and Barcelona's at home in the first game. It's going to be Barca for me, of course.
Okay.
Because Roma it's been making up numbers in the Champions League for a very long time.
Barcelona. Like I said the other time.
Okay. So both going with the Barcelona win. Let's talk about Sevilla versus Bayern, the other so-called smaller game.
I think more depends on what team they put out against Barcelona, Sevilla. I mean, because they beat United, but Bayern is a different animal.
Yes.
I think it depends. I don't see them winning. It's more of can they put up a draw. Sevilla. Yeah, but Bayern. I think Bayern will win the home game. I think it's either a draw or Bayern win.
Okay.
I see Bayern winning both games. Because I think the coach, Montella, is not much of a tactician compared to the big games, and I don't believe...
Compared to Unai Emery?
Emery.
Yeah.
I don't think he will come up with a winning formula against Bayern. It'll be all about sustaining rather than beating Bayern Munich.
Okay. So we're going with Bayern Munich and Barcelona to ease through to the next rounds.
Yep.
Let's talk about the big game. We got a bigger game we'll talk about later, but big game first. Liverpool against Man City.
Well, this is something we predicted last week, I believe. I'm going to go with Liverpool.
Liverpool's at home, right?
First leg, we're just talking about first leg. Liverpool's at home, yes.
I think it will be a draw.
Draw?
1-1.
1-1. Not even more than 3 goals.
No.
I'm going to go with Liverpool for the first leg.
I think the first leg will be very cagey, then the second leg will be more. But I still think Liverpool will go through. I think the second leg will still be a draw, but Liverpool will got more away goals.
Okay. Lastly, the biggest game. Juve against Real Madrid.
Real Madrid. Who's at home? Real
Juve.
Madrid.
Juve is at home. First leg, yeah.
Real Madrid. 2-1.
Real Madrid, 2-1.
I'm going to go with the draw for the first game. Juve versus Real Madrid. Right,
Okay.
Juve still has revenge to take from the final defeat. So yeah, Juve.
Juve.
And Real Madrid will have to do the first game will be a draw.
Yep.
The first leg will be a draw.
Okay, so like I said, finally we are back to club football, and what a weekend of games and what a weekday of games we're gonna have. It's gonna be so exciting. We will talk about all this next week on our show again. So do tune in and do catch us again on Saturday, 3:33 p.m. Singapore timing. Right? If you're in India, it's 2 hours earlier, so it's 1:33 p.m. for you. All right.
2.5 actually.
Yeah, 2.5. About 2 hours, 2.5, right?
Yeah,
2 hours. So yes, and don't forget to comment if you have any comments. Thank you to all those who commented this week's.
For now?
No more comments. All right. So thank you to all those who commented for the earlier. Keep your comments coming in even after the show has ended. We will review them next week. Next week, we are going to talk about the big game, Man U against Man City. Right, that's the biggest game on the weekend. We're going to talk about it, and lots of football to be played, lots of things to talk about. I think we'll see more drama from Mourinho as well, and then we can talk more about football heritage. And before we sign off, Kiru, what's the team to watch? What's the game to watch for this weekend?
The Classica.
The Classica. Hiker.
Weekend?
Yeah, for this weekend.
Arsenal was no, okay. What do we have?
We've got PSG versus Monaco as well.
LA Galaxy versus LA. No, again. Yeah, I follow the Classica.
The Classica. Alright. Okay.
But for the Champions
Match
League, it's the
to
big
watch.
match.
Champions League.
Juventus, Real Madrid.
Alright, so it's good news that Juve and Real Madrid will be playing on Wednesday morning, and Liverpool and Manchester City will be playing on Thursday morning.
That's another important step I would like to add on. Sorry for the delay.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
Juventus has always won the 2-leg ties against Real Madrid.
Yeah.
In Champions League history.
Alright, so you know who my money is going to be on, right? Okay, so we've come to the end of the show. This is Da signing off. See you.